Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of All the Magic Spellbound. Today is actually rare. I did a lot of. Oh, I have that hole there still, don't I? I forgot about that. I did a lot of work off camera. Like I said, I was going to. I made a list. I didn't do everything on the list, but I did a pretty uh good amount. I got my skin fixed. I actually didn't do anything to fix the skin. I think I was just offline during my last recording session, but now that I'm online, my normal skin is loading. You might also notice I'm wearing a full set of armor, but it's not appearing. That is because I decided I did not like the look of this armor, and to fix that, I went to this cosmetic armor tab and I put on a full set of Mana Steel armor, but this Mana Steel has been, I think you can normally see it, yeah, tinged with Phantom ink. I think I talked about this before. You can put Phantom ink on like Botania armor, and that will just make it transparent, so you have the armor equipped, but you don't have to look at it if you don't like the look of it. And I just use that as a cosmetic set, so I can just have my normal skin on. And I think I look pretty rad with my blue claw and my kitty slippers. Um, but yeah, today's been kind of actually a rare chance because like I said, I did a lot of work off camera, and I did that today. I've done so much work this morning. Left the uh, world on overnight, and I saved a lot of time in the time in the bottle. You can see we're almost to 24 hours worth of time stored. Um, And we did a lot of building. You can kind of see on the minimap some of this stuff I did, but the main thing is I got rid of that big old ugly platform and I made kind of an artificial island. And you might be thinking, how much work did that take? Well, let me show you my ingenious trick. It's hollow. I just I just covered a bunch of ocean with that and put some sand around it. One of the other things you might be noticing, I made some black hole talismans. Let's see, I had another one in here. This one I needed a bunch more sand, and this one I needed dirt. I think I talked about these before, but I will reiterate just in case I haven't. This essentially holds a lot of a single block. You can see it says this currently has 529 dirt inside of it. You can place blocks directly from it, and if I shift right click to activate it, it gets sparkly. You can break a block, it'll go directly into the black hole talisman. So this is a very good way to build stuff with. Um, and for my testing, it also works with these infinity wands. The wands will identify and realize, hey, if you're placing a lot of these blocks, it'll take directly from this, which was quite nice. Um, as you can see, we're not actually wearing our Flugel tiara, and that's because I also realized we chug a lot of mana flying this way, as well as using our Alf Steel all-in-one tool. So I decided, at least when we're around the base, I just decided to make more beacons. So there's one here. It'll let us fly. I got the Grace of the Creator scroll back equipped. I just kind of measured out where I could be more efficient with some of our beacons. I didn't move those two, obviously, but I kind of tried to make these a bit of more efficient. And I also got this very ugly floating island in the sky, and that's something I'm not quite done with, but I did add our other what are these called? I can't see the name of it because I used an anvil to rename this. This is the Astral Isle, and I planted this infused grass to make it look kind of sparkly. I don't know. It's kind of the same color as some of like Star Metal, although I guess that's a little bit darker blue. It's fine. I think it looks cool. Um, I guess I'll just go up here and shut up. Why can't I? I can never stand on these. Right, there we go. Uh, this is where I'm going to plan to have our dragon friends. We have 3 eggs we need to raise, and I put up Catherine here as kind of just like mostly a way to measure how big I need to make the island. I know the ice and fire dragons are actually probably going to be bigger than Catherine, but I'm just using her as a measuring stick right now. This is obviously not done, but I've kind of thought, hey, wouldn't it be cool if our Dragon Forge stuff was kind of an island floating in the sky? And that also makes me feel a little bit better about leaving, dragons like Catherine out. So she can kind of have freedom without having to worry about anything down there messing up with her. Um, let's see, what else did I do? I should have grabbed that booklet. Maybe, where is it? It's right next to me, isn't it? No, where did that go? I don't know where my little notepad went, but if I need it, I will find it later. So we made this artificial island for the astral sorcery area. I started going at this idea thinking, hey, I know I need like an artificial lake to make Caliburn. And I was thinking I could use, this. This is kind of an artificial lake. I just cut off the ocean, and then if I needed to, I could have cut it off here for a second. But it turns out that's not how it works. Uh, you might also notice we have our Toon Diamond. It has over 5,000 Mao stored inside of it. And that's because to make Caliburn, you need to take a diamond sword, put a high smite enchantment on it. It doesn't necessarily have to be high, but you want it to be as high as possible because that will equate to more damage on the Caliburn sword itself. Sorry, I just had to clear my throat for a second. It equates to more damage on the sword itself, and each time you want to upgrade the sword, it takes 5,000 Mao to do so. So you want to try to be as efficient as possible with this. And I forgot to look. Do we have any Smite tomes? We do. We got 4. Okay, this is great. Um. Oh, part of the. Did I pick up the right thing? Yeah, I did. Okay, I need the 2 book. Where did it go? I hate how it does this, and I can't just look up Smite because even though it shows up over here, it doesn't recognize it in that inventory, but that's just something I have to deal with. Where did I had another? Oh, right, no, I'm already at max looting. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Smite, there we go. Okay. Um, let us go ahead and enchant this while I have all these books on me. Oh, wait, right, we need Smite first. And I already checked, I can't combine these Smite books to make a Smite 9, unfortunately, as much as I would like to. Smite 9. Oh, that broke it, of course. Anvil, I think we'll have to make another one. I think I can actually use that Dwarven Anvil for it, but I don't know if it's going to act weird, so I am going to ignore it for now. Oh, wait, we can actually get to the highest Smite according to this Smite 11. Okay, this did use, like, all the levels that I had, and I actually got some, which I'll show you in a second how I got that. Before we do this power consolidation ritual, I would also like to talk about, you might notice I have these Gaia Spirit ingots. That's because I made too many. A part of what I wanted to do in between episodes was collect more wills. I specifically needed Will of Varric. As you can see, we have it, so we have enough of these wills to make the Massa Wills, but the thing that kind of baffled me, you might notice if I do at Botania, there is something wrong with this image before you. I'll give you a couple seconds to guess, but you can also pause the video and find out. Either way, I have 2 copies of some of these relics that are bound to me. I should not normally be able to do that. I think whenever my advancements got reset, it also reset the game thinking that I haven't gotten these before. So in the process of trying to get this Will of Varric, I ended up with a copy of all of these relics. I had to go through at least 6, and I got one different. I didn't actually count how many times I killed Gaia, but I believe each time I killed her, I got a different relic again. So we got backups. I don't really plan on using these. I think I could double up on like Ring of Odin. I'd have like 2 rings and get plus 40 max health. I won't do that just because that feels like cheating. I shouldn't have been able to get these. Maybe I'll delete them, or maybe I'll just keep them as big backups in case I lose these. I'm not super worried by it, but I thought I should just let you guys know that is something that happened. Um, and I guess I don't know what else to do about it. Let's see. I guess I can show the other thing I did. One of the other things I mentioned I wanted to do was build a mob farm slash blood magic altar. And I'm a little happy with what I did. I built this pretty far underground and I didn't really want to make a staircase, so I'm using these elevators. We talked about it way back when, but it's been a while since we used it. You just shift to go down and jump to go up. I just made a little blood magic kind of cube, and I made the basic structure of the blood magic altar. Um, and as you can see, there's some zombies falling in. I will show you guys how. Let's see, where's the hole? I made a hole over here. I'm kind of just digging in caves. It's not fancy, but this is our mob farm. I essentially took one of the zombie spawners we found, which we picked up just by using Silk Touch on it. I upgraded it with a couple of things. The first thing I used was a soul lantern, which if I look at it here, it causes the spawner to ignore light. So as you can see, it's very bright here. We got all these astral flares from the thingy we have upstairs. I forgot the name of it, but it causes caves below to get light up. We upgraded that so that they'll actually spawn in this area, and then I put in a bunch of, I believe, gas tiers, so it will spawn more. Hold on, I can't see the spawner anymore. That increased the max entities it could have in its radius, and then I put a little bit of fermented spider eyes in, not too many, and that just increases how many can spawn at a time. I use specifically zombies because I can get a villager trapped here to lure them to a spot, and then I use these vector plates, which I guess I can show you how they were made. It's pretty easy. And there's even upgraded ones, but I didn't really feel like upgrading them. It's just slime, sugar, and these plates, which is just black dye and stone. This will just push them in a direction that the arrow is pointing. I got them pointing at a hole. They're attracted to the villagers, so they'll walk on the plates and then fall in the hole, and I can just simply go down here and hit them with the Dagger of Sacrifice. As you can see, I'm getting quite a bit of actual levels from this. Um, and obviously there's, actually this blood network's already full, so there's not really a point in me doing this other than for levels. In fact, I could be killing them with this to get even more, but I'm not too worried by it. The only thing I haven't really solved is what to do with all this random junk I keep getting. Um, that'll be something we might figure out this episode, or at least we might do blood magic stuff while I think about what else I did in between episodes. Oh, you might be asking where I got all that sand and dirt. We had the dirt. I didn't actually use that much dirt. I used a lot of sand to make these frickin' like sandbars, because I thought it would be cool to have like a thin kind of sand path in between these islands, and then it just kept expanding from that, what I wanted to do. I ended up going all the way this way, if my map would load properly. There we go, and I just dug a bunch of sand right here. You can see that I have altered the terrain drastically. And when I flew out there, I actually took out Catherine to fly out there, and it was quite a pleasant ride. I kind of miss flying the dragon. It's just, I don't know. It's just fun, I guess. I don't know what to say other than that. Um, What else? Let's see, we can put away these smites. Let's go ahead and do the power consolidation ritual while I still have it somewhat fresh in my mind. We need the... Uh, oh, we need this. We need to powder... I believe it was 2 diamonds. Oh, we get 2 from 1, that's right. We need 2 powdered diamond and 1 powdered emerald, if I'm correctly thinking of this. And I was debating where we could put this. We're gonna make like a small lake, but it's special water. And the problem with it is that when you get close to it, it gets real foggy. And I kind of don't want to just like run into fog accidentally around our base, but maybe I was kind of thinking like this little island. Because it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't really make sense that a lake would be in this water, and I'm a little worried actually what normal water touching this special water would do. So maybe let's make it up here, I guess. I don't think it's super hard to get rid of this lake. You just gotta like block it. Where it is? Oh, right. I made the ritual here when we summoned that wild, and I just forgot it was out here. Let me take that back. Let's make it right here. I believe it was left bracket. There we go. Diamond, diamond, and an emerald. And as you can see, it is making the lake. It is taking Mahou to do this. It's like 30 per crafting. As you can see, it's also getting real foggy. Okay, the lake has been made. Um, Now, all we need to do is just throw our enchanted smite sword into it. We got it to smite 11. I'm surprised we got it that high. I didn't think we were going to be able to. And we got our 5,000 Mao. Just throw it right in. Sword in the lake. We'll have to go swimming in the lake to find it. And it's, again, very foggy. Oop, there it is. There we go. Let me get out of here so we can see it properly. It was damaged a little bit, but that's fine. And with Smite 9, we got it upgraded to a 13.6 in damage, which is pretty significantly lower than this, but we can keep upgrading this. I did testing in a single player world, like a different one, obviously. I think I showed you guys one time when I was frustrated with the Abyss, what it looked like. It's just a place that I mess around with stuff so I can figure out, what I need to do for this series. Uh, I messed around with this. As far as I can tell, that innate cap is the maximum damage it currently can have. If you do the ritual again, like you get the Mao energy, like 5,000 again, and throw nether stars in with Caliburn, you also have to, as far as I'm aware, you still also have to have it enchanted with a smite enchantment that'll increase its damage, as well as the additional nether stars will increase the innate cap. Now here's the thing though, I don't know if I need it above 100 levels. It takes a lot of smite 9 books, or Smite 11 actually books is what I was testing it with, because that was the highest I could use. To even get close to 100, there's not really a point, as far as I can tell, unless you just have like a really good way of getting Smite 11 books. And 11's the max. That's the most efficient you can be within at least this pack. So we might be trying to do this ritual passively in between episodes. I might need to find a better way to charge up Mao in this, because that's just going to take a long time to get that much again. Um, but oh, that's actually a good point. I don't know if I can put enchantments on this if I'm going to throw it back in the lake, because it surely is going to just give me a new. Um, We'll think about that, I guess. I guess I can always disenchant it with books. It's just gonna take a lot of XP. But we have a method of getting XP now, so I guess I'm not too worried about it. Well, we'll see. Either way, we got the cool sword. We can turn this into a different sword called Morgan. Actually, wait, what did that do my quest? I forgot to even look. Yes, it did. Okay, and it even wants me to get Morgan next. Holy Hand Grenade, Farmer's Delight. What did I get? Kitty Slippers. Cool. And let me guess, it just says, yeah. Oh. To get Morgan, you basically have to use Caliburn to betray something. From as far as I'm aware, all you do is just kill like a pet dog in Minecraft with this, and it will turn into the Morgan. Um, which I don't know why it's more powerful than Caliburn, but I've also been told if you want to you can't like upgrade Morgan as far as I'm aware. You do upgrades on Caliburn and then that transfers over to Morgan if you ever want to get Morgan. I don't know if we're gonna get it. I guess we have to because it's a quest. Um, but we will look into that, I suppose, at a later time because we got a cool looking sword. And it actually does consistent damage, which I didn't think was going to be that big of a request when making Clarence. Either way, I think I had something on here. Yeah, this is... What is this? I don't remember what this is, but we're going to do it. We also got that. I don't... It's just like a holy grenade. Yeah. We're probably never going to use it, but it's cool to have. What did I need? I needed Resonating Wand. I guess I'll put that away as well. I think this is the infuser, which is a little complicated. Or oh wait, yeah, ritual pedestal, that's for this thing. I don't know what we're gonna use this yet. I just saw it in the book as something we could make. I think it does like an effect on the world. Another thing I forgot, doing all this block breaking has gotten me 20 level up points for this tree. I haven't spent a single one. Statistics. Oh, that's the perks that. Okay, that's fine. Um, I guess I'm just gonna go along this tree kind of evenly. I don't know what we should be going after, but we got a lot of points. Increased reach, increased melee. I read a little bit on these gem sockets. You basically, if you right click to choose a gem from your inventory. There was where was it? I think it was an attunement. These things you can make I can't say that word. Dynamism gems. And depending on like you grow basically a special rock and it will gather traits from the sky depending on what time of day you form it or it grows from. And then that allows you to slot the subsequent gem that grows into these slots and it affects you in different ways. And I'll just have to make them to figure out exactly what they do. Um, I like attack speed. I might go on this melee side a bit more because I'm liking our melee weapons a little bit more than the bow. Although the bow still comes in handy. The bow is still, I think, one of our best damaging methods right now. Anyway, is this gonna turn effectiveness of perks? Oh, experience gain. I need that. Oh wait, is that? Oh, it's perk experience gain. Okay, never mind. That's different. I thought it was XP. Other epiphany veracity. I don't know what veracity epiphany does. That seems weird. And I don't know if we should get it. Um, what's over here? There's these big ones. You have to... I think I need to learn a different constellation to learn that. That could be fun. Enemies hit below. I wonder if that works on bosses. Probably not, but that would be fun if it did. I'm bleeding. Dealing damage to them for their bleed duration. I don't know if I want that because I don't know if that's going to count for like looting effects. Even though that does sound pretty useful. Lightning arc hitting mobs has a chance to spawn. Hmm. I do think I like critical damage. Let's see, I got 10 points left. We don't like bleeding. That just sounds useful, and that also increases the critical hit stuff, which I feel like is a good thing to go for. That just increases, more critical hit, can't go wrong with that. We love us some critical hits. I got 2 points left. Long shot or blunt bolts closer to the enemy is hit. Oh, that makes it do less damage from farther away, so that one's a give and take one. I'm just gonna go for the critical hit. I don't know what my... I guess I can read this. What's my critical hit chances up by 5%, and the damage multiplier is 27.5%. That seems good. I also got a 5.5 reach. I might regret that, but... That's not too big of an increase. I shouldn't be accidentally mining blocks, but we'll see, I guess. I should have been making more stuff while it was nighttime. I am silly. What do I need? What do I need? I needed to make... Was it an attunement? I thought it was in Constellation. I need to make Starlight Infusion, right. Starlight Infuser. Let me just favorite it. Okay, we need... I can't spell. Pillar. We need Runed, I believe it was. Gold. Aquamarine. And we need a bucket of starlight, which I will have to grab. I don't know if I'm going to have quite enough time to do this. I feel like it's going to take a lot of starlight to make this. I should move the light well over there, although I kind of don't want... I want to find a different pump for it. Something that doesn't require like a windmill to work. Oh yeah, that bucket was still in there. Let's see if I remember how to make this. I think I have everything. That was like that. It was probably... Oh, I don't remember. That's not right. What is it? Oh, okay, so... Pillar... I'm missing something. Oh, star metal. How did I forget that? Star. What am I doing? I shift-clicked it. I don't think I have enough starlight. That looks... Yeah, that's the right recipe. I just ran out of starlight. Okay, that's fine. It's set up for tomorrow night or whenever we go there again. I didn't do anything in Element Craft, and that is my apologies. That was on my list, and I just decided I didn't want to do it. Is my list? Oh, it's back there. Let's see, what else was on the list? Let's go ahead and make the Massive Wills, I suppose. Let me just go grab them. As you can see, I also favorited basically every recipe needed for, I can actually unfavorite that one, I think. Everything we need for the ATM star, just so I have at least a general idea of where we should go. We already have the Rune of Sin, so I guess I can undo that one for now. Let us go ahead and put away all this crap. Should be enough. And to make the Massa Wills, we just gotta shove all of these wills into the Petal Apothecary. Oh, this is another thing I remember I did. We are kind of having mana issues earlier. Like I was describing, this was chugging mana with this tiara. And so I decided we should be able to store more mana if we want. These are just 9 more mana pools, and I put recessive nodes on all their sparks. So whenever this is full of mana, it'll start pooling it into the ones down here. And as soon as we start using mana up here, these ones will give their mana to these upper pools.